Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Network Bytes with Laksh. This video is very special because I have a couple of news and couple of updates for you guys and let's get right into it. So the first and foremost update that I have for you guys is that I'm very happy to share this information that I have successfully cleared the CCI Enterprise Infrastructure Lab exam, and I cleared it a month back. I know it's too late to inform this because if you have been following me on the YouTube channel, my last video which said I could not clear the CCI lab exam and I failed it, and I also told about my journey and how I enjoyed learning about the CCI lab exam. That was my last video. But this video, I want to share that I've successfully cleared the CCI Enterprise Lab exam on the 5th of September, and I have got my own CCI number as well, right? So that's one of the good news that I have. And with that, I also have a news that I have started CCIE Enterprise Bootcamp for the same, CCIE Enterprise Bootcamp for the same. And if you go to my website, Network Bytes with Laksh, you will find the details about it. So it's already in progress that you can see over here, CCI Enterprise plus CCNP NRC Bootcamp, right? So we'll talk about the CCIE Enterprise, CCNP, NRC, what is it, everything in this video as well. And I will explain you how, what the course is about, everything, right? So again, yeah. So I have started this bootcamp recently, and only few classes or sessions have been done. So if any one of you is interested to join these sessions, please register yourself or enroll yourself in this bootcamp, where you can find all the details about the bootcamp in the first video. I have given every information, and you can see here that we will be learning about VLAN, span and tree subnetting, IP routing, OSPF, BGP, GREL3 VPN, all the important topics that are usually asked in the CCI Enterprise exam. We will be going through that. And to learn more about this course in detail, you can watch the first video under this course or under the syllabus. If you just go to the syllabus of this particular course, you can watch this video for free, right? And once you enroll, you can also click on the Zoom link and you can join the live sessions on weekdays, sorry, on weekends, right? So this is one of my other updates that I have. The first one was, of course, I cleared CCI Enterprise. And the second is that I have started a new CCI Enterprise and CCNP NRC bootcamp. Again, whoever is interested, please do join this session because it's very interesting. And I am trying to explain all the concepts from the exam point of view only, right? Now, coming back to my again journey of this CCI Enterprise. This journey was, I won't brag that it was a struggle for me. I prepared for long years, etc. No, right? It wasn't a struggle for me because obviously, right? I have been studying, I have been learning about the CCI for a long time. Okay, and it was a casual journey. I wasn't aggressive that I need this CCI certificate right away. I wasn't aggressive about it. That is why it was a very slow learning, casual learning journey for me, and that journey started back in 2015, right, where I started learning about the actual CCNA, right? The CCNA routing and switching. Back then, it was just CCNA routing and switching. Right? So I started my journey there, where I started learning about computer networks, and then when I got more and more interest, I started learning CCNP, okay, which now is a specialist certificate. We'll talk about the changes in these certificates or different Cisco certificates in the later part of this video. So please watch this video till the end. So I started learning CCNP, right? So I cleared the CCNP route first, then I cleared CCNP switch, and then I cleared the CCNP troubleshoot, So that gave me the CCNP routing and switching certificate. And after the Cisco revised their certification plan, my CCNP certificate got changed to CCNP Encore certificate, and thus I had the Encore certificate as well. And back in 2022, I gave the SP Core exam as well, which is the Service Provider Core exam. So what has happened here is that I was continuously learning about the enterprise infrastructure as well as the service provider side continuously. I was learning, I was upgrading myself, I was getting wiser and wiser with time on these topics. And finally, I wrote my first CCIE exam. That was, first of all, for the service provider network, which was back in 2023. Okay. And obviously, I failed. Okay. Because it's a tough exam. CCIE service provider exam is a tough one, right? Which I failed. And then my second attempt at CCI was for enterprise infrastructure. That was 2 months back, which again I failed. Which there's a long video before this. You can watch that on my channel or on my playlist. And again on the 5th September, that is this month, I cleared this exam and I finally got my CCI enterprise certificate and a number. That okay. So uh, it, as I said, it was a long journey for me. I won't say it was a struggle for me. No, I took my own sweet time to learn things, to understand things, how things work, and then when I was confident enough, I gave every exam. The same goes for the lowest grade certificate, that is the CCNA, right? Meaning that I read the whole book. I read the Cisco certificate, Cisco official book, the whole book. Back then it was CCNA routing and switching. I read the whole book and then I gave the exam. The same goes for my all my CCNP route, switch, and troubleshoot exams as well. Right. For the SP core, I read the SP core book. I understood that and I cleared. Same applies for the CCI exam as well. I went through many different books. Okay, if you have visited my website, you would see those books which helped me gain this certificate. Like on the background that you see, please do not mistake this for a wallpaper that I took from Google. No, these are my books. I mean, I read these books and then I gained knowledge from these books, right? And I started taking trainings, the ones that you always see on my YouTube, or if any one of you have joined my classes, right? You would know that the knowledge that I gained from these books is imparted to you folks, right? So I learned, I read all these books, and then when I was confident enough, then I gave my CCI exam. Right? So as I said, I took my sweet time to understand the network, to understand the technology, and then when I was confident enough, I gave the exam, right? And I cleared it. Right? Now, uh, many people have asked me, right? Many people have questions about the certificates, right? What certificate should they do? Should they go for a CCNP, or should they go for a CCNA, or should they go for a CCA Enterprise, etc.? They have a lot of questions. So I want to discuss that part as well in this video. So let's first go back to an era where previously, no, the CCNA and CCNP exams were different. As you can see here, on before February 23, 2020, okay, these were the exams that I used to learn for, or I used to study for. So back then I gave the CCNA routing and switching, which you can see in the year 2015. Then I gave the CCNP routing and switching, right? So CCNP routing and switching was not one exam. It has three different levels, right? So one was CCNP route, the other was CCNP switch, the other was CCNP tissue. Once you clear these three exams, then you get the certificate of CCNP routing and switching, right? And once you clear the CCNP routing and switching, you get with the CCI routing and switching exam. So just to clear this up, let me write this down here. So before February 24, 2020, right? So this was before, sorry, my bad, before and after. Okay. So before, as I said, you had different CCNA exams. You had routing and switching as one technology. Then you had data center as one technology. And you had security, CCNA security as one technology, right? CCNP collaboration as one technology, etc. You had different CCNA exams, right? And after that, the next level of exam was CCNP. Okay. Again, for CCNP, you had RNS, that is routing and switching, but you had three different exams. One was for routing, the other was for switching, the other was for troubleshooting exams, right? So you had, if you clear all these three exams, then you get the CCNA RNS certificate. Similarly, for all these technologies, you had different CCNP exams, right? So you had CCNP data center, you had CCNP security, and you had CCNP collab, and many other exams as well, not just limited to these, many other exams as well. And then you could write the CCIE exam, right? CCIE exam. And again, for every technology, you had a different CCIE exam. For RNS, you had a different CCIE exam. Then data center, right? Collaboration, security, etc. So you had, this was basically the certification structure before February 2020, February 24, 2020. Now, after this, what has happened is that the whole CCNA, all the CCNA exams have been combined into a single CCNA exam, okay, which includes all these topics: routing and switching, data center, security, wireless, automation, etc. Everything included into one single exam. That is what you know as CCNA in today's world, right? And it has a different number. So CCNA, once you clear, if you clear CCNA, you get the CCNA certificate. Okay. And previously, if you cleared CCNA routing and switching, it would mention CCNA routing and switching. But now, once you clear the CCNA, you just get a CCNA certificate. Now, previously, to write the CCA exam, be it routing and switching, be it data center, or be it collaboration or security or any other CCA exam, there was no need for you to write the CCNP or CCNA exam. There was no need for you to write the CCNA or CCNP exam. You could directly write the CCA exam. Okay, you can prepare well and you can book a seat for yourself to write the CCA exam, and you can directly exam. There was no prerequisite exam, meaning there was no need for you to write CCNA or there was no need for you to write CCNP, right? But now there is a prerequisite. We'll come to that prerequisite now. So the next after in the after part for CCNP, again you do have CCNP exams for each of these technologies. The routing and switching now is called as enterprise. CCNP enterprise, right? Data center is called as CCNP data center. You have CCNP security, right? Then you have CCNP collaboration, etc. You have many other certificates. We'll talk about these different certificates in a separate window in just a while. Now, CCNP exam is divided into two parts. Okay, every CCNP exam, for every technology, the CCNP exam is divided into two parts. One is the core exam, the other is the concentration exam. Okay, concentration exam. Now, this is concentration exam. Pardon my, please ignore my handwriting, and I could not complete the whole word over here. So CCNP core and CCNP concentration. Core, any core exam, it can be an enterprise core, it can be data center core, it can be security core, or it can be a collaboration core. any core exam will, if you clear this exam, okay, if you clear any core CCNP core exam, it will give you an eligibility. You are eligible, okay, eligible for CCIE lab. Okay, if you write any CCNP or if you clear any CCNP core exam, you're eligible for a CCI lab of that technology. Okay. Previously, let's come back to our before scenario. So before, CCI had two parts. One was the exam, written exam, and the other was the lab. Okay. Previously, if you clear the CCNP written exam, you get the not CCNP, sorry, CCI written exam, you would get the CCI written certificate. Okay, which now is equivalent to your core exam. Any CCNP core exam is your CCIE written exam. Again, I'm emphasizing on this. Your CCI written exam is equivalent to current day's CCNP core exam. It can be any technology. It can be any technology. Your CCNP core exam is equivalent to CCI written exam of the previous days. Okay. The only difference is earlier when you wrote CCI written exam and if you cleared it, you would get a CCI written certificate. Okay. But now, if you write the CCNP core exam, you get a CCNP specialist certificate. Specialist certificate that you can see over here. This kind of certificate, Cisco certified specialist. Okay, it's a specialist certificate, which basically is your CCI written equivalent. Okay, so if you clear any core exam, any CCNP core exam, it gives you an eligibility to write the CCI lab. Okay, so as I said, the older version of CCI written exam is now the newer CCNP core exam. Okay, believe me, it is very tough to make people understand that CCNP core exam is equivalent to CCI written exam because the name has changed. Previously, it was still CCI written, but now it is CCNP specialist. The word says CCNP specialist, it's not CCI, right? So believe me, it's difficult to make people understand that you are a CCI, you know CCI, you have the knowledge of CCI, even if you clear, when you clear the CCNP core exams, right? So anyway, once you clear the CCNP core exam, any core exam, you are eligible to write the CCI lab for that technology. Okay, enterprise data center, security, wireless, collaboration, etc. Now, what are concentration exams? Every technology have multiple concentration exams. Every technology will have one core exam and multiple concentration exams. Please listen to this very carefully. Every CCNP core technology will have one core exam and multiple concentration exams. Now, what are these concentration exams? So let's go to enterprise, which is basically a routing and switching. So you have one exam for routing and switching, purely routing and switching. Okay, it is called as advanced routing and switching, where you will have more information on switching, where you will have more information on VLAN spanning tree, rapid spanning tree, HSRP, BRRP, OSPF, BGP in detail, and it's only for routing and switching, right? Then you have something called as no, one exam, dedicated exam for SD-WAN, one dedicated exam for SD-WAN. Then you have one dedicated exam for wireless, etc. Right? So there are different concentration exams for a particular technology. Similarly, for data center, you will have different concentration exams, multiple concentration exam. For security, you will have multiple concentration exams. You will have collaboration, you will have multiple concentration exams, etc. Right? Clearing these concentration exam does not give you an eligibility. Again, clearing these concentration exams will not give you the eligibility to write CCI lab, right? The only exam that will give you an eligibility to write the CCI lab is the core exam, right? So if you want to learn more, technology or learn topic in depth, read the concentration exams, or you do not have to write the concentration exam. There is no need for you to write the concentration. You can still go for the core exam and attempt the CCI lab. There is no there is no rule that you need to clear the concentration exam first, then clear the core exam, then get the CCI lab. No, you can write the core exam first, then attempt the CCI lab. But as I said, if you want more knowledge, in-depth knowledge about a particular topic, you can read the books or read the concentration books for a particular technology. So as I said, in the enterprise side, you have RNS, routing and switching. For SD-WAN, you have an exam. For wireless, you have an exam. You can get these books online, or you can buy these books, physical books, etc. And then you can read them, get more knowledge, and try to attempt the core exam for on yourself. Right? As I said, concentration exam will not give you the eligibility to write the CCI lab. The only exam that will give you the eligibility to write the CCI exam is your core exam. And any core exam, CCNP core exam will give you the eligibility to write the CCI lab for that particular technology. Okay. So this is the current structure of your Cisco certificates. Right. So let me open up it. This is the current certification program. So you can see here, as I said, give me a minute. Let me turn this up in a new window. Okay. So using this. All right. As you can see, you just have one CCN exam, and you can see over here. For cybersecurity, they have introduced two new CCNA exams. One is for cybersecurity, and the other is for development and automation. Okay. So for CCNA, as I said, this is the regular CCNA that you would see, which, as I said, will have all the technologies involved together, which is your routing and switching, data center, security, etc., wireless, etc., all those things. And again, to write this CCI lab, there is no need for you to write CCNA. Okay, there is no need for you to write CCNA. However, if you are a fresher, if you're just new to this industry, if you just have 1 or 2 years or 3 years of experience, I would suggest, or I would recommend that you go for CCNA first. Okay, because to move ahead in career, okay, or when you're going from one company to another company, just to show your worth, that you are worthy than other candidates who have come to give the interview, or for the employer to see your resume, having a CCNA certificate will give you an upper hand if you are just new into the industry. But if you have experience over, let's say, 3 years, between 3 to 8 years, I would suggest that you go for the CCNP core exam. It can be any core exam based on your likability. Like you can see here, there are different CCNP tracks. You have collaboration, enterprise security, data center, service provider, etc. Right. So you can go for any of these core exams. And you can see for every technology, there is one core exam. You can see this is collaboration core, this is enterprise core, this is security core, this is data center core, service provider core, wireless core, etc. Right? So you have these core exam, and as I said, every CCNP exam will have one core exam. Right? If you clear any of these core exams, you are eligible to write. You are eligible to write that respective CCI lab. So, for example, if you clear the CCNP Enterprise Core exam, which is this one, if you clear the CCNP Enterprise Encore exam, if you clear this one, right, you are eligible to write the CCI Enterprise Infrastructure Lab exam. And you can see here it's clearly mentioned. CCI Enterprise Infrastructure is basically your Encore plus CCI Enterprise Infrastructure Lab. That means if you clear the Encore exam, you are eligible to write CCI Lab. And not just this enterprise. It is it is true for all the tracks. For collaboration, you need to clear the collaboration core. For data center core. Service provider core. Security core, etc. Right? So you need to clear these core exam in order to attempt the CCI lab exam. And as I said, every technology has different concentration, right? You can see here for Encore, you have NRC, which is the routing and switching. You have for SD-WAN, then you have for wireless, then you have for automation, etc. You can see here there are different concentration exams. And as I said, to these concentration exams will not give you an eligibility to write the CCI lab. Okay, it will not give you an eligibility to write the CCI lab. Okay. However, if you clear the core exam, it will give you a CCNP specialist certificate. It will give you a CCNP specialist certificate. Okay. So this is how the track basically looks like. If you have any questions, please do let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer those. And with that, I would also like to share this information that I am going to start. I will be starting I will be starting a new course. Will be starting a new course, which is the computer networks course. Computer network course, and that is basically basic to advanced. Basic to advanced course, right? And I will be conducting a demo session on 2nd of October. 2nd of October at 10 a.m. IST. Okay. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, you can follow me on LinkedIn as well, right? And if you follow me on LinkedIn, you can search myself with the name Lakshmikant PS, and you can check my post where I have mentioned about this course. And if you're interested to join this course, please register on the link that I mentioned over here, right? And I will be sending out the, I've already sent out the Zoom link on my LinkedIn post over here, right? This is the registration post. If you go to my newer post or latest post on LinkedIn, you will see a Zoom link for 2nd October 9 a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. IST for the course Computer Network Basic to Advanced. Okay, this is an open to all, and it is a completely free course that anyone from anywhere and whoever wants to start their journey in computer networks can join this course. Okay, so if you want to know more about this course, please you can contact me on 97303591159, or you can visit my website networkbyteswithlaksh.com. Okay, and just to let you know, this is my website networkbyteswithlaksh.com. You can visit over here, and you can contact me through the website as well. There are different courses available as well. And as I said, the CCIE Enterprise and CCNP NRC. As I mentioned, NRC is one of the concentration exam course, right? So we'll be going through the CCIE Enterprise as well as the CCNP NRC bootcamp, which is currently in progress. And on 2nd October, I'm giving a demo session on the computer networks, basic to advanced. As I said, it's open and free to all. And the demo session will be conducted on 2nd October, 10 a.m. IST. For more details, please go to my LinkedIn profile and search for Lakshmikant PS. You'll find all the information. So thank you for watching this video, and please share this with everyone who wants to learn about computer networks and start their journey over here. And thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.